Hello YouTube, CivilianSnowman here. I've finally got another DVD and Blu Ray update for you. I think it's been about 3 weeks since my last one, and the reason is I've been a little short on money recently, so I've had to do it over a longer period of time so that I have a half substantial update to bring you. So that's what this is, and I hope you enjoy watching it. The first disc I got, well, discs, is City of God and City of Men, the twin pack. Now this only cost me £8, so that's like £4 a film, which I think is a good deal. I've only watched City of God and thought it was absolutely amazing. I mean, it's an absolutely great film. I bought this after seeing Scotty Boy 292's review for the Real DVD Watchers of City of God. He was raving over it and I thought it was a very good review, so I went out and bought it, and Scotty Boy, you were right, it's absolutely brilliant. So thanks a lot for that. The next disc I got was David Cronenberg's The Fly on Blu Ray. Now this is like the collector's edition. It has the 2¼ hour Fear of the Flesh making of documentary, which is really, really good. One of the better making of documentaries. The film pretty much speaks for itself. I think just about everyone has seen it. It's an absolutely great film about Jeff Goldblum's scientist who teleports with a fly unknowingly and then he merges with the fly's DNA and becomes a human fly. His descent into not only madness but his physical deterioration throughout the course of the film is told through the prosthetic effects because it was made in the 80s. Really good film, absolutely brilliant. Recommended. The next discs I got were the Planet of the Apes box set. Contains all the original movies. I think the original Planet of the Apes is a staple in the science fiction genre. It's very... its influence has been felt throughout the genre since it came out. It's a classic by anyone's standards. The sequels, they're not all good. So a couple of them are a bit shit. The second one I actually like. But the first one speaks for itself. I mean, I already had the first one, but I wanted the sequel, so I bought this box set. It was only £11, quite a good buy. The next disc I got is the theatrical cut of Donnie Darko. Now, I don't really need to say much about this because I've done a review on my channel, so please check that out. Next, I got Martyrs. Again, I've already done a review on my channel, please check it out. I recommend this film to anyone, really. I mean, it's unlike anything you've really seen before, so if you're a fan of horror or a fan of film in general, check that out, it's really good. Next I got the Terminator 2 2-disc Skynet edition on Blu Ray, and as you can see this is in a steelbook, and you get a picture of Arnold Schwarzenegger on the back. Terminator 2, obviously my favourite film of all time. The T2 Blu Ray that I already have had no special features whatsoever. This is pretty much chock full of them, and also the picture quality on the other Terminator 2 Blu Ray was pretty poor. I watched it on a 37-inch TV, and you could really see, especially in the dark scenes, the screen pixelizing. So this pretty much erases that. This is almost picture perfect, so well worth the investment. If anyone doesn't know whether to double dip or not, the picture quality is a vast improvement over the first disc. Next I got The Wrestler on Blu Ray, starring Mickey Rourke. I absolutely love this film. Obviously my favourite film of 2008 was The Dark Knight. This was a very close second. I think The Wrestler, although the plot is somewhat cliche, that's just how real life is sometimes, and they based it around real life. It's a really great film. Mickey Rourke's performance is so heart-wrenching in it. A lot of people find it depressing, but it's meant to be uplifting. You know, I find it quite uplifting how he is sure of what he is, and that's what he's going to be until the day he dies. I absolutely love this film. And if there was any relevance left to the Oscars, the last Oscars would have nominated this as Best Picture and Best Director. Now, in a perfect world, The Dark Knight would have been nominated for all the big awards, and to be honest, it would have won them all. I think The Dark Knight was undoubtedly the best film of 2008, but I think this deserved the nominations, and I cannot believe that Mickey Rourke did not get the Best Actor Oscar. That is just a catastrophe, and it just shows the Oscars for what they are. It's so political now. And the Bruce Springsteen song, The Wrestler, as well, not being nominated. They shortened the category for Best Original Song from 5 to 3 songs, 2 of which were Slumdog Millionaire. Now, if that doesn't tell you that the Oscars were rigged for Slumdog to win, I don't know what does. But Bruce Springsteen should have been nominated and he should have won. So, The Wrestler, right, enough about the Oscars. Great film. If you haven't seen it, buy it. It's mesmerising. The next few films I got were Danny Boyle movies. With the release of Slumdog Millionaire, I went out and bought Trainspotting on Blu Ray. An absolutely just great film. If you haven't seen it, please check it out, although I imagine most people have seen it. It's a lot like a Guy Ritchie film in a way, in similar in style, and I think this, because it came out before like Lock, Stock and Snatch, I think this influenced Guy Ritchie quite a bit on his early movies, you know, before he devolved into making shit movies like Revolver, and Rock and Roller for that matter. I really hated Rock and Roller. But yeah, Trainspotting, Danny Boyle's second film after Shallow Grave. It's really good. Robert Carlyle as Begbie, one of the greatest British characters just ever. I mean, he's eternally funny and well worth checking out, especially this new collector's edition that comes chock full with special features, as you can see there. I won't bother listing them all, but there are contemporary interviews with all the key players, including like Danny Boyle, Ewan McGregor and Andrew MacDonald, the producer. So pick that up, it's really good value. The next film I got is Shallow Grave Collector's Edition. This is Danny Boyle's first film, and it stars Ewan McGregor, Christopher Eccleston and Kerry Fox as a group of flatmates who get a new flatmate who overdoses and leaves a bag of money. So rather than tell the police, they decide to keep the money and bury the body. And obviously, in true movie fashion, it all goes completely tits up for them, and it becomes a paranoid thriller with hints of black comedy. Really good film. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I think the budgetary constraints limit what they can do, but for the budget that it had, it is a really good film, and on Blu-ray looks nice. I mean, I forgot to say, but Trainspotting looks very good on Blu-ray. It looks like it could have been filmed last year. So Shallow Grave as well, well worth checking out. The final disc I got was, of course, Slumdog Millionaire. I saw this in theatres when it was out and absolutely loved it. Even though it's not Danny Boyle's best film by any stretch of the imagination, it won 8 Oscars, so it's the one that he's going to be known for, basically, by average Joe moviegoer. But it is a really good film, well worth checking out. And the only thing I don't like about this Blu-ray is look at the state of that cover. I cannot think of anything less appropriate for this movie than that. The feel-good film of the decade. Now, while it is somewhat a feel-good film, it's a lot darker and grittier and more violent than a lot of people seem to think. I mean, I watched it again last night for the second time, and it is really violent. I mean, there's a scene where a kid gets his eyes boiled out with, like, hot tar. You know, so that cover, I think, is just completely inappropriate for the film. I think the American cover is like a dark picture of Dev Patel's face with the "Who Wants to Be a Millionaire" question at the bottom, which completely suits the film a lot more. That is a catastrophe. However, the film is really good, so check it out. So those are the discs that I got in the past 3 weeks. I hope you've enjoyed listening to me. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I need all the subscribers I can get, and I really appreciate every single one. Leave comments or video responses, whatever. This is CivilianSnowman signing out. I'll see you later. Alright, bye.